Welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching episode 7 and episode 8 of Andor. I was wrong. I was wrong. I don't know. It was not a good time for me. I was not in the right mindset. It wasn't the right time of day. Like nothing was really going right for me to enjoy this show back in October. And I'm almost happy that I stopped because now I have such a deep appreciation for what it is that I'm watching and that what we've been given. Especially the last episode, the eye and that visual, absolutely stunning. And it like there we don't see stuff like that in Star Wars. You know, we get all blinded by lightsabers and force users that we forget about natural beauties that can occur. And this is amazing. And while I obviously am invested in Cassian's story. I'm glad that it's not just about him getting to the rebellion. That there's still the sister portion that I think we're going to learn about. If we don't, I'll be very upset. But like seeing how he got to this, because when he's talking to Nemec, he doesn't really have a passion for the rebellion. Like there isn't that spark of the rebellion that is in him. He's in it for the money, and he tells them that, and you could see Nemec just so disappointed, like, oh, like that's the only reason why you're here. And I get it from Cassian's side is because he's had to scrape by for such a long time in his life. It's all he knows. So while he has a hatred for the Empire, he doesn't really want to do anything about them either. And so it's kind of nice to get that character swing into the rebellion. And I really think Nemec's manifesto. I don't know if Cassian has downtime to read this manifesto, but I feel like he should. I feel like Nemec had the correct amount of passion and the right idea. I'm really upset that he's dead. I'm happy Vel's alive. Hopefully we see Cinta again. Like there's definitely some characters we were introduced to that I would not mind seeing again. One that I would like a little bit more story on is Dedra or Dedra. I'm not quite sure how to say her name. She she not only wants to climb the ranks in the is it ISB IBS ISB Imperial Security Bureau, because IBS is an unfortunate acronym. But like she does want to climb the ladder. She does want to be good at her job. She does want to be successful, and she really seems to hate the rebellion. That's great. You know what? Perfect. You're loyal to your employer. Like I don't have much love for the Empire because I know the backstory of how it became the Empire, but I feel like from their point of view, they're doing the right thing. And it's the same thing with Karn. He felt that he was doing the right thing, which he was. I am a big supporter of Karn. I don't think we're gonna get to see him shine by any means. We're not gonna see him like rise the ranks to senator or anything like that. But I definitely think like he's got his heart in the right place where he wanted to do the right thing. Now, Cassian does everything wrong and somehow gets away with it. And in between Karn and Cassian, then you have Luthen, who wants to do the right thing because he wants to right the wrongs of the Republic and now the Empire. And you know, he's very much behind the rebellion, and the news of what happened in Aldani when it breaks, he's ecstatic. Not only because it was successful, like he doesn't know who died in it, obviously, at that moment, but he does know that it started. That spark happened. And I love that the spark started with that eye. Like that whole scene was just beautiful. I won't forget that one for a really, really long time because it's so not Star Wars. And I love that. I love that we got TIE fighters flying up into it, chasing after Cassian and a gang, and you just have all of these like asteroids coming down. Or are they meteors? They're meteors. But you have all these meteors coming down and like just the light display and everything. You've never seen anything like that in Star Wars. I will say like Solo was probably the closest one for the Kessel portal thing. Storm, whatever that was. I mean, you don't normally see that in Star Wars. I thought that was kind of cool, but I'm really digging that last episode. If I can't tell you enough, I'm really digging that last episode. And now the question is, where do we go from here? Because I think Cassian, oh, I don't feel like going back to Ferrix is a good idea, but I feel like he's going to go back to Ferrix. I think he wants to collect his money. He wants to find Marva, give her the credits that maybe he owes her, maybe pay off some debts. I think that that would be a fantastic job because then there's less people after him. But now that the Empire has been established on Ferrix, I mean, that's another great thing that came from Karn is his screw up led to the Empire then moving into Ferrix to keep a closer eye on what's going on Ferrix. Um, from a certain point of view. But with them being there, I don't anticipate Cassian can just walk around, especially because the hologram that they had of Cassian was like a shaved face, and now he has a shaved face. So more recognizable. And I don't know if anyone on Ferrix is even looking for him, but I don't I don't I don't think Karn's stopped. And Karn is the issue for Cassian. It seems like he was out of the way. He's not. At least my humble opinion. Now, whether or not Dedra can move forward in her ranks to actually get the information that she needs, she's really, really close to figuring out, like, just the fact that there is a rebellion cell, especially now after what happened and then the meeting that they had at the Security Bureau at the end of the last episode. Like, I think it's going to be taken seriously, and they might look at her and just be like, okay, you were onto something. Let's go with that. Or if collect more information and then come back to us and then we'll decide what's going on. I think she's the one to keep our eye on. She's the one that's going to be trouble. And like I said, I like her. I like her and Karn. I mean, like, they're just doing their job to the best of their ability. And Karn's mom, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to keep getting episodes with her in it, but she is unbearable. Unbearable. I could compare her to like other moms in society today, but I'm not going to because I don't have direct contact with those people, but I think we all know what we can relate her to. And I don't know who the uncle is and if we're going to see him, but apparently he's important, at least to her and to Karn. Is his name Cyril? 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 Sybil? I don't know. Something like that. Hopefully they say it and I see it in the captions. The names are so hard for me to catch. And I'm still forgetting who Cassian killed at the end of the last episode. Skeen? Skern? Something like that. I don't know. He's dead. Never had a brother. Appealed to Cassian's, familial problems, like his loss of his sibling. He appealed to him with that, and it was a lie. So I'm not very upset to see that guy go. The other guy didn't deserve it. Gorn and Tamarind didn't deserve it. Nemec, you sweetheart. I can't believe you're gone. So, I mean, here's the thing. I really think that Cassian's gonna go back to Ferrix. Mostly, like I said, because of Marva, but it'd be nice to see Brasso and Bix again. I think Bix, her boyfriend, was the one that started all of this with Cassian and calling the security to have them come to Ferrix in the first place. So I'm wondering how she's feeling about that. She seemed pretty sad, but at the same time, he's kind of a dumbass. Its communication would clear up a lot of things. It really would have. It would have cleared up a lot of things between those two. But then again, it's also her fault for not communicating to him either. So neither here nor there. I don't think that might be. Well, it might still be part of the storyline, but I don't think it's going to be the meat of our story. So I'm not gonna I'm not gonna chew on it for that long. Okay, so where are we going? What are we doing? The rebellion has been sparked. The Empire now sees that something's happening. There is now an eye, a different eye, that's kind of focusing in on this group. And I would like to see what Mon Mothma does because she hasn't really had too big of a part yet. And I know that like that yet is a very strong thing. Like she's the only one that I know of that actually makes it. So, I mean, at some point we've got to get the Mon Mothma. We got to get full on Mon Mothma. That sounded weird. Anyway, let's get into it. And I'm feeling saucy today, so I have an espresso martini. I really wanted coffee, but I didn't want just like coffee. And I had these in the fridge, and I thought, why not? Cheers.
with stealing?
Quarterly payroll for an entire Imperial sector.
80 mil.
I found someone I think can help me.
We're vulnerable enough.
Yeah. Who is she talking about? Is she talking about, Bail Organa? Or Saw Gerrera? That's a thinker right there. No sunshine for you? Cyril. There it is. Oh, she's unbearable.
What makes you believe the Bureau of Standards is in the market for individuals?
It's a brown suit.
Is he gonna snap and kill his mom?
What is it that you hear my caller saying?
Look at me. I don't believe in myself. I am desperate for approval.
That's what the collar says?
Criminals responsible for last night's atrocity on Aldani think they've taken the Empire by surprise. We know better. This is why we recruit so carefully and demand so much.
I'm ready for her to drop a mic.
We will be invoking the Public Order Resentencing Directive later today. PORD.
Tyrannical rule.
This is exactly what they want. We're treating what happened at Aldani like a robbery.
What would you call it?
An announcement.
134 Aldani residents have been taken into custody
Shoot.
on the suspicion of abetting the terrorists.
Shoot! I was worried about the Aldani being involved in the consequences of that. At least the driver is staying out.
And worried you might do something like this.
How I wish I had. You knew where this was going. You've always known. Has anyone ever made a weapon that wasn't used? It was time for that as well.
Palpatine won't hesitate now.
Exactly. We need it. We need the fear.
I said nothing because these two are like just putting on an acting class right now.
The Empire has been choking us so slowly we're starting not to notice. The time has come to force their hand.
Yep.
People will suffer.
Yep.
That's the plan. I'm just saying out loud what you already know.
Yeah.
There will be no rules going forward. If you're not willing to risk your conscience, then surrender and be done with it.
Oof.
I hope she's worth it.
Well, we know she is. God, he is so good.
Some sectors might naturally appear more exciting from the outside. Weights and gauges may seem a more vibrant arena than redundancy or verification, but...
That all sounds horrible.
There's a rebel murderer running free because of corruption and laxity in the corporate authority. I was punished for trying to uphold the law. Do my job, maintain public safety.
Why don't we start that process now? Probably best for everyone to just edit this a bit before signing you in. I'm sure your uncle would approve. Fresh start, eh? New beginnings. We just happen to have an immediate opening in fuel purity. I'd hate to see you miss your chance.
They're gonna fix his record? Okay, I guess. Is this the person that she's meeting with? I really dig like the music that they are doing for this series. Again, very un-Star Warsy, and I like it.
At ease, attendant.
Yes, sir.
Oops.
Ma'am, sir.
What is your name?
Felzonis. Attendant Felzonis.
Sounds delicious.
I want a record of all missing avionics, comm, navigation, and targeting equipment.
For which star system?
All star systems.
Oof.
Is that a problem?
Yeah.
Can do.
Will do.
Will do.
Right. Get on with it.
I really like her. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but I really do. What's up, girl? She's gonna ride that thing? Whoa. is this?
Where is he?
I shouldn't even be here.
It's buried, gone for good.
You sure?
She looks very different with her hair done. Goodness.
We have a loose end. Cassian Andor, who you know as Clem. We can't have him walking around with Luthen in his head.
You mean kill him?
This is what revolution looks like, Val.
Wait, was she the chick at the antiquities place? I'm like now very confused, but like now Luthen wants Cassian dead? I'd like to see more of Cinta in action because she's awesome. Cassian? Yay! I mean, not yay. Obviously, this is not a good idea, but I'm happy that he's back.
Cassian!
Since when do we lock the door?
Where have you been?
Does he remember what happened there?
Ferrix is under Imperial authority.
Yep.
You shouldn't be here.
Yep.
The Imperials are here to stay. They're not going away this time. It's all come undone.
We won't have to worry about that.
What are you talking about?
His court. They've got enough credits to get us anywhere.
When do we go?
We go tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah, why not? What do we need to take but the three of us? I can make it happen. It's all gonna be different now. I'll check up on Biggs, and we'll pull out first thing in the morning. All right?
But the first thing...
Let's do that.
It's not gonna happen, and I feel so bad. God. Mon Mothma and her outfits. Stunning.
Life takes us where it will. You've become all this all these years. We're both a long way from where we started.
Is it that bad?
I just can't imagine living here like this. No escape. Just this glimpse of what it's like here, what you have to do.
Can be challenging.
You carry it gracefully.
She does indeed.
Can I call back our old kinship and share some truth with you?
Mother?
Leader, this is Tay Coma, one of my oldest friends.
How do you do?
You've met before. Bank of Coma, you know, Adrene and Martha from back home?
I hate when my mother would do that for me, or to me. Like, she'd be like, you remember so-and-so? And I'm like, no.
You're excused.
Lovely seeing you again.
Yes. Have
Oh
fun.
my god, I hate her husband so much.
I want to tell you something that only 3 people in the galaxy know about.
Why would you want to do that?
Because I need your help. And I'm hoping I can trust you.
That's scary.
Then I'd suggest you hesitate.
Why?
Like I said, we've both changed. I've done more than grow weary of the Empire. I'm afraid you'd find my politics a bit strong for your taste. I'm not sure you're aware how far afield some of us have taken our political allegiances these days.
Sounds like he's the right person to be talking to.
Having a happy chat about childhood days.
I'm not sure I understand.
No, you don't.
I've made you angry.
No, you set me free.
Oh.
I've been wondering all day how I could be sure of confiding in you. It's a lie. The Mon Mothma people think they know. It's a lie. It's a projection. It's a front. Smile. I've learned from Palpatine. I show you the stone in my hand, you miss the knife at your throat.
Where's this going, Mom?
My driver is an ISB plant and reports on my secret humanitarian programs. I know they watch me, and I want that. Because as long as everyone thinks I'm an irritation, there's a good chance they'll miss what I'm really doing.
What are you really doing?
Raising money.
Raising money for what?
I'm forming a Chandrilan charitable outreach program. I'll ask you to be chairman. It will appear to be another of my benevolent and useless irritations.
To be
You haven't answered my question.
Then I won't. You're better off not knowing.
Mm-hmm.
Or perhaps you find my politics a bit strong for your taste.
Same team.
Perrin's on his way over. He knows none of this. He's not to be trusted.
At all.
Smile?
There you are. Reminiscing, are we? School days?
To be continued.
I loved that whole interaction. Tay. I like Tay. Same team. Wonder if she's going to be mad, sad, happy, all of the above.
Have you turned in?
By who?
By who? By anyone? People blame you for what happened.
Your crazy boyfriend tries to get me killed, and I'm the villain.
You need to get as far away from here as you can.
Tim was doing the right thing, actually.
I need to know about the other guy, the buyer. You ever talk to him again, tell him I held up my end of the deal. And he needs to forget about me. And that goes for everybody.
I've done it before.
12,000 credits. It's everything I owe.
Nice. I'm sure there's a curfew. He shouldn't just be wandering around. Peace be Bex. Nope. He's marching.
Don't move. Stay here.
Hey, guys! Calm down!
Oh, is that the real Clem?
Turn! Ready, arm!
Lot of trauma. Lot of trauma.
I was coming to find you.
Here I am.
She says we can't go.
Be quiet. I'm staying.
But it's not safe.
I know all that.
You want to live under that?
It's happening everywhere.
Well, we'll find a place they haven't ruined yet.
I'm already there. That place is in my head. They can build as many barracks as they like. They'll never find me.
What's left to keep you here?
The rebellion.
What? This is madness.
No, it's not. It's overdue and probably doomed, and I'm too old, and I don't care anymore. For 13 years, every time I walk down Rick's Road, I take the long way around, so I don't have to think about Clem hanging there. Then yesterday, I heard about this attack at Aldani. Have you heard about this? I heard that. I put on my best coat, and I walked across the square with a smile on my face. If there are heroes brave enough to take on a whole Imperial garrison, I'm brave enough to stick it out here. I don't expect you to understand.
You can't beat them, Marva.
Not if I run away.
Cassian move.
I won't have peace. I'll be worried about you all the time.
That's just love. Nothing you can do about that.
Nope.
I've never loved anything the way I love you. And I've never fretted. You can't stay, and I can't go.
The acting in this episode has been amazing.
And just one more thing. Just stop searching for your sister. It's a fantasy. There were no survivors on Canary. Let it go.
Jeez. Like intense and loving all at the same time.
I wish to lodge a charge against a fellow supervisor.
Proceed.
I believe our sector protocols, as described in the ISB Code of Conduct, are being violated by Supervisor Miro. Risks compromising Imperial safety to a degree that silence is no longer possible.
Oof. Calling her out in front of everyone.
Supervisor Miro, do you mind having your integrity ventilated in public?
No, sir. Supervisor Blevin obviously finds my conduct a more interesting subject than the advancement of integrated Imperial security. He's put a lot into it. I'm curious to hear his insights.
Me too.
I used the Imperial Emergency Act in the wake of Aldani to gather data across multiple sectors without official sanction, but that is the wrong question. I'd like to know if anyone here believes the rebellion plans its actions around the artificially constructed boundaries of our sectors.
Major Partagaz created those sectors.
Do you really think the rebels care about the lines we draw on maps?
You think the relevance of my work has been supplanted?
Systems either change or die. Sir.
She is not wrong.
I can now prove a link between the theft of our most secret equipment and its distribution to rebel groups across the galaxy.
This is hard, verifiable data you are prepared to present?
Yes, sir.
Love it.
Imagine if everyone in this room played as loose with the rules as you.
Excellent suggestion, Blevin. I'm wondering where we'd be right now if everyone here showed the same endeavor as Supervisor Miro. Think about that. For the moment, I'm reassigning the Morlana sector to Supervisor Miro. Ferrix is of great interest to her and has clearly become a distraction for you. Thank you all for the lively session. Dedra, if you'd walk with me a moment.
Suck it, Blevin.
Well played.
Thank you, sir.
Watch your back.
Indeed. Still, she had a mic drop moment there. It was nice. Where is this? Nymos?
Keith.
I'll be out in a minute.
What are you doing? Keith, are you listening?
Oh, this is interesting. Is he on vacation? Such a different vibe. He's pretty paranoid. I mean, he has every reason to be, but...
What do you think you're doing?
Excuse me?
You keep looking around.
Just trying to figure out what's going on.
You a part of it?
Part of what?
Don't play dumb. You look like you're sweating.
Well, it's hot.
Or you've been running.
Why would I be running?
Because you're a part of it.
Part of what?
Part of what?
I'll ask the questions. You heard me.
Wait, no. I don't know anybody here. I'm a tourist.
Tourists don't run.
But I'm not running.
That window is shut.
It just made my heart skip a beat. I know it's not him, but still.
He said hang.
No. No.
Hang.
No, he means what?
Ugh. Dude. Stop!
Tell him you mean what?
Holy crap.
Charges: civil disruption, anti-imperial speech, fleeing the scene of anti-imperial activity.
I'm just a tourist.
Oh, apologies all round then. This used to be a 6-month sentence. 6 years.
6 years?
No, wait! But
Change of guidelines.
Take him away.
Take it up with the Emperor.
Wait! I'm just a tourist!
Next!
Wait!
That's like one of my worst nightmares, to be arrested for a crime I didn't commit. Oh no, is he gonna be in the system? Is Karn gonna find him? Oh no. Visually, it's just amazing. Oh! I thought we were gonna get more. Damn it! Oh my gosh, this music. I'm a fan. Fiona Shaw, that's who I was trying to think of. Fiona Shaw as Marva is just amazing. We got so much good acting in that episode.
We're getting out of here.
To go where?
I got lucky. I've got enough credits to get us anywhere.
He got lucky, and then he got very unlucky.
6 years.
6 years? No, wait! But
Wow, that's like crazy. I swear, that's like the biggest fear I have about going to a foreign country is like getting arrested and then like not being able to argue my case or get out of it. Absolutely terrifying.
Move it! Don't you look at me.
I was gonna say poor Cassian, but he got charged for a crime he didn't commit, but he's committed a lot of crimes, so...
There is platter!
Narkina 5.
What's that?
Get to your transport. Next.
What is that? What's Narkina 5?
Yeah, what is Narkina 5? The title of the episode. Is that a location? Is that a ship name? Is that a prison? Oh god. Oh. Sound design is amazing. Uh-oh. Oh. Probably Dedra. She's probably just like, get this Karn guy and get him here now.
CD, come on, move it, back face, let's go!
Whoa. So intense. An interesting guy.
I'm Lieutenant Dedra Mira. I'm the ISB supervisor for the Morlana sector. But now we've both had our mornings interrupted because you keep submitting requests to the Bureau of Standards data center looking for Cassian Andor. You've claimed he was a missing fuel specialist, a fuel purity field officer, suspected of forging Imperial reports. You've been at the Bureau of Standards for less than a month, and you've filed 5 false inquiries.
6, actually.
I wasn't counting this morning. What are you doing, Mr. Khan?
Trying to get Cassian.
I'm just trying to clear my name.
One would think you'd want to leave Ferrix as far behind as possible.
One would be wrong.
What's not in Lieutenant Blevins' report that I need to know?
I have no idea. I wasn't allowed to see the report.
You signed it.
I was given no choice.
I love these two in the same room. Oh. Narkina 5. It's a planet. Why weren't they allowed to wear their shoes? Escape will be hard. Even if you jumped off the side, you'd get sucked into one of those whirlpools. Toast.
My full report highlights the prevalence of this problem galaxy-wide.
Yes?
I'm listening.
Are you? Get the other guy.
Andor was in the act of transferring the unit to a person we've named Axis because of his centrality to what we believe to be an organized rebel effort to acquire specialized Imperial gear.
This is quite the wish list.
All ready to go, sir.
It's a large investment.
It's a fraction of the price of lost technology.
Ooh. Fair point.
Drill down, find Andor, and get a hunt started.
Well, good luck. He's in jail by a completely different name unless they do a hologram of their prisoners, which I'm sure they do. I'm sure they're going to scan his face and it's going to pop up.
Down the ramps now!
There's no shoes. Why no shoes? Oh. Is gravity an issue? Is that why they're wearing those boots? What is up with the boots?
Now, those who've been incarcerated before will be surprised by the calm, sanitary conditions and our minimally invasive enforcement techniques. I'm sure some, if not all of you, are wondering how we risk standing before you without weapons. It's a potent question.
Oh, God. Is the floor electrified?
That was level 1 of 3. Our floors are tungstoid steel. Do your time productively, keep to your lane, and this needn't be more than a memory.
Wow. The more people write new ways to imprison people, the scarier it seems.
I will inform the Bureau of Standards that you were of service to the Empire today.
Give him a job.
I was a good deputy inspector.
Can one ever be too aggressive in preserving order? I didn't deserve what happened.
I wish you luck. I'm running late.
It could be a valuable asset going forward.
She's scary.
Raise the alarm one more time, and it won't be me you're speaking to. Forget this happened.
He's not gonna forget this happened. Jesus, this is sterile, isn't it?
New man ready on 5-2D, requesting unit override. Can't just not turn up.
He'll be here.
Override engaged. 5-2, you have the floor.
We've got other deliveries waiting.
They don't seem like they have all their shit together.
I had to wait. They're short-handed down there. They had to pull a guy out from 4. I came as quick as I could.
We good?
Yes, you can go.
You men on the floor!
Move.
Hold your position!
Step on there and stop.
This is Unit 5-2D. Level 5, Room 2. The D is for day shift. My name is Kino Loy. I'm the 5-2D Unit Manager.
Hi, Kino.
The 49 men in this room answer to me. They only come to pick up the dead and bring their replacements. You're mine now.
Oh.
Off program! I'm used to seeing my room in the top 3 on the level. You will want to keep that happening. I'm sensing you understand me. Sick, injured, you talk to me. Losing hope, your mind, keep it yourself.
Wow.
Don't ever slow up. My line.
Okay. Okay.
35.
He's in charge. Got it. He wants to win. Got it. That was intense. Andy Serkis is amazing.
I'm Jembo. Welcome. Zol. Targa. Ula. Pam. This is Melshi.
There's no Johns, Toms, Jims. It's just all names that I'm going to have a hard time remembering. Except Olaf. I remember that one.
5-2D shift productivity levels are unacceptable. We're calling a new clock.
Okay, listen up! This will be a sprint segment. 39 minutes on the tone.
As ever, the least productive table will be disciplined.
What does that mean? I don't even know what they're making. This could all be nonsense for all I know. They could be building a new prison.
Keep it going!
Look at Cassian paying attention though. He's getting the lay. Oof. Huh.
Not for me.
No, I'll have hers.
I'll pass.
A quick night.
I'll drink to that.
I hate Perrin.
Hello, Tay.
Take Homer. How prompt you are. Baron?
I like Tay.
Do you remember Perrin at 15?
Oh, let's not.
The Academy Firebrand.
Please.
How things change, eh?
Ooh.
Sagrona. Sagrona Tima.
What the hell does that mean?
Well, good luck feeding the galaxy. I'm off to feed myself. Charity begins at home.
I was hoping you'd come.
He doesn't like Perrin that much either.
You're here all the time now.
Learning to love Coruscant.
You're drinking squigs.
Oh, I've lost my taste for it.
It's disgusting.
That's the point.
Okay.
I should find Dad. Nice to see you again.
I don't think the daughter's gonna be trouble.
I always forget you're Chandler at heart.
And I always forget how sweet you are when you're looking for votes.
Most politicians. What happens when they get punished? My stomach hurts thinking about it. Yeah, like Cassian's face, that's me. The anxiety. Who is he talking to? Other prisoner?
Palpatine's frustrating, yes, we agree. Too easily provoked, yes. Overreactive, perhaps. Understatement? Says what he means.
The Emperor's primary charge is to protect us, is it not? And that's what the PORD legislation will do.
You're doing nothing wrong. What is there to fear?
I'm fearing your definition of wrong.
Yeah.
Do you feel under threat?
Personally, here, yes. I'm at great risk of ingesting too much of this nourishing Chandrillan hospitality.
I'm gonna get really tired of the close-ups of feet.
This is you. You're right. Everything you need here is on the wall.
And food?
The tube. You can get as much as you want. They like us healthy and fueled. Don't worry, you learn to eat it.
Ugh.
But perhaps in a few shifts, we can pull a winner. A winner gets taste with their food. Top table wins flavor. Last place gets fried.
This is horrible. I guess it is prison.
Don't ever look at the number. Double, triple, it doesn't matter.
Hey!
You're in till they don't want you anymore.
Enough!
Get straight with that.
Mousy!
Anyone who thinks they're getting it now is dreaming. Those days are over.
I said that's enough.
I like Melshi.
You don't
And
walk in your
Kina.
sleep, do you?
What?
You'll find out. Tighten up! Hot floor!
It's a way to stop sleepwalking is the fear of being fried. Cassian. Ugh. Stress. Ultimate stress. God, her outfits are just stunning.
We came here as children.
To visit.
No, Mon became a senator at 16.
So this is where you met?
No, we'd already been married a year.
So romantic.
They got married at 15?
I'm going to spend more time with this window, I promise you.
Parents suspicious. What about like the white part? Can you walk on that and not get shocked? Was it 30 days? 29 days? I can't do math that quickly. 30 shifts later. Okay. Oh. Is it like a group shower? Not even a shower of steam. Good, I didn't want to see butts. I don't need to see butts in Star Wars.
Clear.
I bet production's a lot higher with Cassian. Oh, that old guy is having a hard time keeping up.
You're just taking a breather. Come on, guys! You got a chance of winning the shift today. Shame to waste it.
His smiles. Like, in every movie he's ever been, like, there's always something behind it. Back on Ferrix. Hey, Brasso.
It's not complaining if you tell me what's going on. My mother was a whiner, and that'll cure you. She fell.
What was she doing by the hotel?
She's obsessed with troopers. She fell trying to pry open the Aldrich's floodgate. She wanted to see if the tunnel under the hotel was still open.
Why?
So the rebellion can sneak in and take them by surprise. She's a rebel.
She is a rebel. Love her.
What about the daughters of Ferrix? She's a past president. They must have a warm room somewhere.
They've tried. She's made her wishes clear.
Where did you go?
Who's the big one?
Hey!
I've no idea. Can't just stay here.
I can.
Alone.
2 of us would draw too much attention.
Just stay here and wait. Just hope he shows up.
Yeah.
Could be anywhere.
This is all we have right now. What's the alternative?
It's gonna be a long wait.
Who would you say you are?
Maybe I'm a rich girl, running away from her family.
That's cold. Even for you.
Because she's a rich girl running away from her
I
family.
told you up front. The struggle will always come first. We take what's left.
Thank you.
Sure.
They better not hurt either one of them. I'll be so upset.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. It's been off for a while.
It's urgent.
She wants to contact Luthen to see if he knows where Cassian is, but Luthen wants to know where Cassian is as well.
It's the shop owner on Ferrix. She's trying to find Cassian Andor. His mother is ill. We can't.
She could point us in the right direction.
She's asking us.
She knows more than we do. She might have a lead.
Yeah, more likely it's the ISB working her radio.
You're guessing.
And you're slipping.
Ooh.
It's Andor. Knowing it's out there, knowing me. Not knowing what he knows. I'm not slipping.
I know. I just need you to wake up. There's a lot to do.
I'm really upset that, like, he wants Cassian dead, but I also get it at the same time. You can't have him out there. Okay, I really wanted to see Cinta in action, but not against Brasso. That hurts my heart to even think about. Where are you going?
Coordinate alternatives for Segra Milo.
Calculating. Rerouting Segra Milo.
Are you trying to end it, buddy?
Who is it now? Table 3, the tall one, fell! He jumped. Oh, yeah, well, we'll be smelling him all night. Here.
Wow, the empathy. This is horrible. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're sending signals.
What's going on?
It's Pax Yard. I'm not sure they're all over it.
Oh god, it's not Marva, right? I could see her like taking a stand all of a sudden.
Tell me, where is he? Where is my father? Give up! Silence!
Oh no.
They took Pac in last night.
Where?
The hotel. He never came home.
Get these people back. I want a perimeter.
Colleen! Vix Colleen!
Get the soul piece. Run!
Get her!
I've never been big enough to stop traffic, but Brasso's got it. That guy took his role very seriously. Ah! Horrible cut. I mean, it's a great cut, but it's horrible at the same time.
So, my friend, the garrison at Aldani.
Is this Saw Gerrera?
I was just about to ask you the same thing.
What?
And that's exactly what I would say if I were you.
If you're trying to convince me it was you, it's working.
Let's agree. It was a masterpiece.
Wow, now I'm sure.
At what cost?
Enter Krieger. I want you to meet him.
Anto Krieger.
He's been probing the Imperial power station at Spellhouse.
The man is an ox. Slow and stupid.
And strong. I want you to hear his plan. He'll need air support.
Let's just keep this simple. How much?
Oh, you meet with Krieger, they're free.
Oh.
You don't, I'll take them elsewhere.
I work alone.
That's what I'm trying to change.
I'm not going to put my people at risk for someone else.
We need to pull together, Saul. We need the Empire to help. We need them angry. We need them coming down hard. Oppression breeds rebellion. Krieger needs their support.
I'm not for hire.
Think of it. Go together.
Krieger's a separatist. My pay's a neo-republican. Sectorist. Human cultist. Galaxy petitionist. They're lost. All of them lost.
Saw Gerrera.
Lost. What are you, Luthen?
I'm a coward.
Oh.
I'm a man who's terrified the Empire's power will grow beyond the point where we can do anything to stop it.
I am the only one with clarity of purpose.
A bit of a luxury, I'd argue, to a man who's hiding in cold caves and begging for spare parts.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
No sale today, Luthen. Good luck with Anto Krieger.
Who's Anto Krieger? Now I want to know. Oh god. Is it an interrogation droid?
Would you like us to clear the room?
No. I wanted to see him.
Well, I liked Dedra, whatever her name is. Miro.
What are you doing? Get him out of here. Quickly.
You two, with me.
Hello, Bix.
Come on, girl, you're tough. You can take it. I hope. Motivation of a man frying in the middle of the night in the hallway. This old guy is gonna bring them down. It sucks. Woo! Wow, wow, wee wah. So good. Like it's definitely not Star Wars. It's something else. So I really love that we're getting like this view of like the prison system throughout the galaxy, because we've only seen people like detained on ships and stuff, and to know that there's like a whole system like this with the floors, the steel floors. It's insane. It's a great way to keep people in line. Like, I mean, it lacks humanity for sure. It lacks. I don't think there's no sense of rehabilitation with that. Just the want and desire to not lose. So it takes the competition in you and pushes it further. So then you are never in the position to actually fry. Oh, that is something. I love that Andy Serkis is in this. I always want to call him Michael Sheen. And in my head just now, I was like, oh God, please tell me it's Andy Serkis. I think that's Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis. Okay. I don't know why him and Michael Sheen get mixed up in my head, but they do. He's Gollum. How can you forget who plays Gollum? And in my head just now, I was like, wait, he did play Gollum, right? Yes, he did. I'm so afraid to be wrong. I was watching The Bad Batch earlier, and I called the clone troopers stormtroopers, and then I realized my mistake like an episode later. I was like, I just thought they had moved on to stormtroopers. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. But I do get it's hard to get facts and names and places, and like I don't know who Saw Gerrera was wanting to meet. I already forget his name. But he was very important to Luthen, and it was really nice to see Saw Gerrera. I don't think that Saw is a great man. I don't think he's a good man. I don't think that he is somebody to model yourself after. I like him as a character because he's incredibly complex. But I think what I really like about him is that he is Saw without apology. That's probably my favorite thing about him. Other than that, like he kind of grinds my gears a little bit. He's very passionate in one direction and one direction only. There's no empathy or compassion for anything in between. Saw is Saw. He is formidable. Kind of formidable. He didn't have his breathing apparatus, so apparently something's gonna go wrong, and then we'll see why he needs that. But it was nice to see Forrest Whitaker. It was nice to see him as Saw Gerrera again. I'm rather surprised, but I totally understand that Luthen wants Cassian dead. I feel like the payment should have come with the promise of silence, but also it should have kind of come with like maybe an agreement to continue working together, maybe. If he kept Cassian loyal, then he wouldn't have to kill him. I like to see Val and Cinta together. It's weird that they're on Ferrix. It's really weird to see Val dressed up, cleaned up, wearing makeup, hair done, and then also meeting with, is it Kyla or Kyra? Keela? Keela actually just, she seemed kind of like, I don't want to say a throwaway, but like a side character I didn't need to really pay that much attention to. And then she's proved otherwise by, meeting with Vel and kind of being behind it and really like pushing Luthen to do things. And now with Luthen meeting with Saw, I have no doubt that the meeting that he wants to have happen will happen, because I feel like Saw might just be kind of like, I forgot what I was going to say. I feel like Saw eventually is going to give in and have the meeting. One, because he needs the equipment, but two, I think Luthen might come up with a way to persuade him. Luthen's really good at that. He's really, really good at that. Now, it was great to get all the scenes that we did with Mon Mothma. She is fantastic. The scenes between her and Tay, and them kind of having their moments of talking about the rebellion, but not talking about the rebellion, and talking about how one's politics might not suit the other, and that she is not all that she seems, and what she looks like in the public eye is kind of a front to the fact that they are probably more aligned politically than what they originally thought. I can't stand Perrin. I don't like him. There's times where you kind of just see them like still being like, I don't want to say a happy couple, but at least cordial to each other. And then there's just other times where, like, you can't trust him and he's watching her. I don't know if that's always going to be the case, but like the daughters kind of seems to be instructed by the father a little bit, behavior wise. And she doesn't really trust her mother, nor does she have a lot of respect for her mother, or the people that her mother is introducing her to. The daughter's driving me crazy too. I don't know if they become like necessary when it comes to the rebellion. I don't know if there are characters that are around for a long time or not. But if they went away, I wouldn't care. It's kind of mean. And there was like some talk with like the group of like people that aren't really happy with the Emperor's overreach, especially with PORD. And like the Cassian sentence going from 6 months to 6 years is insane. Definitely an overreach there. That's abusive. It's incredibly abusive. And the prisoners were saying so. Like, it seems that their sentences have all gone up and they're paying for their crimes. That's not justice. Nor is that okay. That is tyrannical rule. Ooh. Ooh. It's starting. And it's like the people that are already oppressed are feeling it. It's the people at the top that haven't realized it yet. And that conversation that Mon Mothma's having with the other senators is like, well, if you don't break the law, then no problem. And she's just like, or like I think he says, if you don't do anything wrong, you don't have a problem. She's like, I guess that depends on your definition of wrong. Because anyone could see that you're doing something wrong, or say you're doing something wrong, or accuse you of something you didn't do, like they did with Cassian, even though he's a criminal. But what they arrested him for and what he was sent to prison for was not a crime that he actually committed. And I really liked the moment we had with the KSO unit, or the droid, until he spoke, and then he did the thing with the chokey thing, and it just like made me happy. It really made me happy to see him walking up, because I was like, I know it's not our guy, but like it just made me happy to see Cassian with one of those droids. I hate that Bix is in this position because she just wanted to find Cassian. Obviously, it's for Marva, who looks like she's dying. It appears that she is not in good health, and she probably knows she's not in good health, which is why she doesn't mind starting trouble with the stormtroopers. But the fact that Clem was killed and hung the way he was, That's devastating, and that will create a hate in you and a revenge and that rebellious spirit. And I feel like before all is said and done, I don't want to say that she's going to sacrifice herself, but she's not going to care enough about her own safety or health because she knows that she's dying. I feel like she's going to do something drastic. And I hope it's amazing. That's my hope. I don't know. Bix and Pack, or is it Pack? God, I can't even remember their names. No one's John, no one's Jim, Robert, Ricky. Like they're all nicknames where I'm like, eh. Like I already forgot the guys that are, or the 7 that are at the table. Well, I guess the other 6 that are at the table with Cassian. Ulfi? Ufley? I don't even know. I don't know. I'll see it again, I'm sure. I don't know if they're super important to remember everyone's name. They are important. What am I talking about? It's really important to remember characters' names, but I'm really interested in this prison. And I know they don't bring in Andy Serkis just to be a supervisor. Like he's going to be important. I'm 100% sure. How important, I have no idea. But I'm excited for it, especially because you saw the 2 prisoners like signing something to each other. So something is afoot. I don't know if they were talking about PORD. I don't know if they were talking about news from the outside. Not 100% sure, but like if I were prisoners, I would be trying to trade as much information as possible to get the hell out of there. So I don't know if there's an escape. I was like thinking about it when they were flying in. It's surrounded by water. You can only swim for so long. A boat will get caught. But even if you jump off the side, the whirlpools, that creates another issue. If they pull you up out of the water and they throw you on the steel, uh, toast, or whatever it would be if they fried something insanely wet, seared. Yikes. Now with Miro, I keep calling her Dedra because that's like the name that I remember seeing, but Miro, I really like her, is the fact that like she is not putting up with shenanigans. And her and Karn kind of have that in common where they're trying to do not only the right thing, but to do it in a way that is very righteous. And I like Karn, I really do. And I here's the thing, like Cassian again, I'm gonna say this is Cassian is not the hero of the story. I don't really know who the hero of the story would be. It's Karn doing the right thing and doing his job to the best of his ability and wanting justice, I think is admirable. I think Miro also wanting to, I mean, yeah, she wants to do well at her job and she wants to be seen as amazing. But she also wants to get the job done. And there's no shame in that. Now with her torturing Bix, I don't jive with that. I don't like that. I know interrogation droids are pretty standard for the Empire. Um, Interrogation and torture, flirt with a line there, right? It's just like depends on your definition of wrong. It kind of depends on your definition of interrogation as well. I really am enjoying the acting that we are getting. Like Diego Luna is not going to win any awards, I think, for the episodes that I have seen, but Stellan and Fiona, like they have killed it. I don't know who plays Mon Mothma, but she is doing fantastic. There's a lot of great acting moments in here. I'm thoroughly enjoying that aspect of it as well. The sound design, the music, the visuals, like the prison all in stark white was just stunning in itself. And it's like just like I can't believe this is Star Wars, but at the same time it looks very Star Wars. It's insane how it's so not Star Wars, but it so much is. It's just like all these places existed. And they all took like elements of like different places and different things that we've already seen iterations of, but now we're seeing like new iterations of it or different iterations, and it's fantastic. Now the question is like obviously Cassian has to get out of this prison. How does he do that? I think the signing through the window is pivotal to that. Like the guy like just like killing himself on the floor. Like I think you can only take so much. And I don't foresee Cassian doing that. He might think about it, but I don't foresee it. I do see the old guy maybe having that mindset in that situation of like, I'm done, I'm out of here. What a horrible existence. My God, you live out of that box and you walk down a hall and then you're in a big box and then you walk down that hall and then you're in a little box. Like I'm with the guy that jumped on the floor. I'm I get it. That's just insanity. That's just insanity. And like people, they get used to prison and they get used to being there and they get used to the reputation, but whoo, that is intense. Cassian seemed like he was pretty confident that Marva would go with him wherever he wanted to go to escape where they were. And, like I think it's admirable that she wanted to stay, that she wants to fight in her own way. I really like Marva. I feel like she's going to have a very sad but noble end. I don't know. I might be overthinking it. She might be completely fine. I doubt it. Especially because I love B and I love that droid. He's very adorable. I don't know where he would go if she left us. Because we know that like he's not a thing in the future. The only person that's still a thing is Mon Mothma. So as far as I'm concerned, she's the only person that's even remotely safe. And Cassian and Saw up to a certain point, but Luthen, Bix, Brasso, oh my gosh, Brasso. If anything happens to Brasso, I'll be just like torn up. He's such a great friend. He's such a good man. I will be so upset if Cinta does something to him. Cinta or Vel. I will be very upset. Okay, guys, if you want the full-length reaction to these 2 episodes, they will be available on my Patreon, as well as early reactions to some other shows that I'm watching, like House of the Dragon, Vox Machina, The Expanse, and full-length reactions to other stuff that I'm watching, as well as like Wednesday, and movies. A lot of people have been asking for these for a while, so I'm happy that I can finally deliver them. And I'm looking forward. We got a lot of Star Wars coming this year, a lot of good stuff. I can't wait for Mando. I'm currently watching The Bad Batch and getting back into the animated series, which like having like live action and animated going on at the same time for me is fantastic. And I know that there's an overlap, I think, with Mando and The Bad Batch as well. Yeah, I think actually I'm going to be having a couple because I'm going to try to watch The Last of Us and Mando. So a lot of Pedro Pascal coming my way. I ain't mad about it. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, set your notifications so when I post things, you are alerted to it. This show is so vastly different every episode. I mean, even when we go back to Ferrix, it's different now with the Imperial Army being there. And then, now we get this prison on this like island prison system. It's just that everything looks so different. Even where Saw is, like everything's different. We're very wealthy in Star Wars in the world and where we can go and what we can do with it. And I'm super excited to keep going along with the series. Again, I can't tell you enough how wrong I was to stop, but I think now being where I'm at mentally in my headspace and watching it when I am and feeling the excitement for the show, I think has definitely turned a page for me. And I'm very happy that you guys talked me into watching it. So I'm going to give you credit. If I'm pointing at you, I mean you. But also Xander for making sure that this journey continued. I appreciate you as well. And he's the one that's editing everything. So make sure you give him a round of applause, give him a like, throw him a thumbs up. Give Xander a lot of love in the comments because he does a lot of hard work and he makes me look good, but he also delivers a good product. So we appreciate him. But in the meantime, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.